Man, he was such a chill guy. Like, yeah, I know, like, Felix had his problems with him, but... Oh, man.
What do you want?
Where are you going?
It doesn't concern you.
It does.
Get out of my way. No.
Dimitri. Yeah. Yeah, do you really think that, man?
Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about. Death is the end. No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless. They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out. Hatred, regret. Those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind. And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop.
There must be another way, dude.
Do not waste your breath with some nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake. That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless. Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily.
Dimitri.
But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them? Ever since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead. It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward.
You must forgive yourself, man.
But then who or what should I live for?
Live for what you believe in, man. This artwork, oh my gosh.
What I believe in.
Yeah.
Rodrigue said the same thing. But is it possible? I am a murderous monster. My hands are stained red. Could one such as I truly hope for such a life? As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself?
It's really weird when I get these
Your
stills.
hands are so warm. Have they always been?
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna have to be right back, guys. I was getting a phone call, but I was too into the moment, so I need to answer that. So I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. What? Oh, okay, I guess there's a plot hole. I guess I'll find out about that. So, I tried calling back. They weren't answering. So, I guess I'll just have to, sometime soon, they'll probably try and call me back, and I'll just have to go and answer it. So, that's fun. Let's go ahead and save right here. I guess I'll find out whatever the frick you guys are talking about.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Harpstring Moon. The King's Triumphant Return.
Microphone's on, right? I just want to be absolutely sure. King's Triumphant Return? Ooh, that sounds good.
Following the death of Rodrigue, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Fargus once and for all.
Our victory at Gronder was certainly a turning point for us. However, Rodrigue's death has been difficult to bear. We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Are there no lords we can rely on?
Unfortunately, with things as they are now, I don't think House Gautier has any resources to spare.
I'm sorry. I really wish we could help. If only House Galatea had anything to give.
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
I am well, I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time? Thank you. I wish to apologize to all of you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way. I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Felix, I realize words alone are not enough to repent, but I fear they are all I have.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost. I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision. I intend to take back the kingdom capital. I wish to save our people. Those who I turned my back on for far too long. To do the right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins. Your Highness. If we can win back Ferdinand, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire.
Heck
As one who has
yeah.
served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride. That said, I must point out that if we make for Ferdinand, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that? I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death. But my life is my own. It belongs to no one else, and it is high time that I started living for what I believe in. I will no longer allow the voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. No. Something that I am choosing to do. I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life to do so. Understood, Your Highness. So, any objections?
Count me in.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
I am at your command, Your Highness. I will follow you anywhere.
My sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Ferdiad need us.
Fine, I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you, Dimitri?
I do. And I swear on my father's lance that we will prevail. Then it is decided. It seems this war council has much to discuss. Our next stop is Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, for the future of Fargus.
Oh man! Dimitri! Gosh, you know, I can get another support convo. Well, ain't that perfect? But I just want to give my thoughts really quick. I think, gosh, because I mean, when he started off, it was kind of like, like I don't know. There's something just weird about him. I wasn't able to really click with him. But yeah, seeing him in that dark pit and just rising out of it is feeling so satisfying right now. And man, I'm just. And I'm hoping this means we're doing new things. Hopefully we're going to the kingdom. That sounds different. So, anyway, let's listen to what Dimitri has to say. What are you doing?
Sleep evades me, so I thought I'd get in some extra training. I was just about to finish. Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago.
What wounds?
The injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder. Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were.
Who was she?
I don't know, but I have a guess. Ah, I suppose I haven't told you about that yet.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar. The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time.
Why did they do it?
It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago. I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent. I have taken so many lives, and with each one I face hatred. During the last 5 years especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed. But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with.
I feel the same way, man.
Yes. As one who chose to fight, it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war, until the day my life comes to an end.
We confront it together, dude.
Thank you. You know, Professor, there's something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
I know. Dimitri. Okay. Alright, well anyway, let's go ahead and let's actually check certifications because I realized I don't think I ever did this. She needs higher faith. She needs faith. Let's go ahead and look at some supports. Oh jeez. Oh, I have an A support with Gilbert. Well, how about that? Dimitri and Dedu and oh my god. Well, I guess that only makes sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and save right here. And let's open up certifications. Alright. So Annette, let's try and go for this. I had a feeling that would happen. Okay. Well, she needs to train up that faith, I guess. Alright. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I've been paying attention, but I tend to be really bad at picking up on that kind of stuff. Okay. Probably best you don't, then. Alright, well, let's go ahead and explore. Alright. So first things first, we need to talk to Dimitri. Okay, he's not there for once. Oh, he's over there in the Knights Hall. Oh yeah, where he used to hang out. Hey, Dimitri.
Professor,
How's it going?
I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again.
Okay. You know, part of me is like thinking also it'd be kind of neat if he just kind of like cleaned himself up a little bit. But I mean, he also does look really cool as is. But I mean, I think that would be a nice touch for his like little reawakening. I don't know, whatever the frick. Hey, Dedue.
Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate. What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
Hey, Leonie.
True. Dimitri's completely changed. Or maybe I should say he's finally back to normal. Either way, I'm glad he's come around to the idea of retaking Ferdiad. With our current troops, there's no way we could handle the Imperial capital. We wouldn't even get past Fort Mercius.
It's true. Alright, well, she has something unique to say about it, but I guess that's because we're into new stuff, I think. So, hey, Sylvain!
I don't feel like I can just forget all the
And
awful
yeah,
stuff
okay.
he's done.
Wait, I can do that already? I was under the impression that you had to, like, beat that route to get that or something. Alright, well, anyway.
But if His Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance. We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end.
Ah. Where is Ingrid? Over there, okay, by the graves. Ah, okay. Hey, Ingrid!
Oh, we buried Lord Rodrigue's body ourselves. There wasn't time to do things properly. It pains me that I was unable to take him home to his territory. Once this war is over, I'd like to hold a proper funeral for him. For now, we need to focus on taking back Ferdiad. All will be well eventually. I know we can win.
What?
Alright, let's go ahead and we'll go to the personal quarters. I might change it for a little bit. Alright, let's see. Unit appearance, Dimitri. Hair? Oh, that's different. Yeah, I'll keep it. Alright. Anyways, where were we? Yes, we got Bernie down there. Let's go ahead and talk to her. See what she has to say.
Oh.
Hey, Bernie!
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And now we're headed to the kingdom? That sounds hard. Oh, really hard, don't you think?
It's going to be tough.
I knew you'd think so. I knew you. Ow! Oh, ow! Can't believe I tried to help you through that door.
Bernie, you're the best. Alright. Frickin'. Oh, God. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Gilbert. Hey, Eloise.
The Emperor was wounded at Gronder Field. What do you think is going on in the Empire now? The Leicester Alliance has really suffered a blow as well. Who knows what will become of them? From now on, we have to pay close attention to how the rest of Fodlan is doing.
Alright. Wait,
The
nope,
Emperor
nope,
from now
nope.
on.
I didn't mean to. Alright, anyway. Hey, Gilbert.
I'm very grateful to you. I could never have achieved this on my own. This is all thanks to you and Lord Rodrigue. This month, we will invade Ferdiad by way of the Faldarius domain. Leave the negotiations with House Faldarius to me. You make ready for the actual battle. It is a tricky business, but we are taking our first steps forward.
Okay. Anyway. What is this quest? Why? Hello, random soldier.
Edelgard, Claude, His Highness, all the house leaders from way back when, assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
I don't know. Go chat with Felix. Yeah, I will. Oh man.
Professor.
This whole, like, I'm just really enjoying how this is turning out, at the very least. Like, again, the story is actually really good. Like, just for a moment, just a bit ago, with that whole death scene and everything, in a weird way, it was kind of taking me back to, you know, playing some of the older games a little bit, some of their really intense moments. I don't know, it's kind of like, I really did warm up to the story as it went on.
Fighting with 3 different groups in the mix was as confusing as it was difficult to survive. Enemies and allies dying, one on top of the other. What an absolute mess, huh? If only I had my infirmary out in Gronder. Maybe I could have saved a few more lives.
I don't know what to tell you, Manuela. Let's go ahead and talk to, I guess Catherine, see what she has to say.
If we're headed to the kingdom capital, that means we're further away from rescuing Lady Rhea. But it can't be helped, can it? Perhaps some people will question this decision, but I trust your judgment. Lady Rhea would want us to help in Ferdiad. She'd scold us if we rescued her and left innocent people suffering.
But man, though, I'll say this as well, though. Man, that body count from that last map, oh my god.
It seems we are headed for the kingdom capital this month. The Church of Seros stands ready to lend its aid to you and Dimitri. It may be a roundabout route, but I believe this path will still eventually take us to Rhea. Besides, saving the people of Fargus is just what she would want us to do.
Right. Also, the amount of times we killed Ignatz specifically. That was... I feel bad for that boy. He did not deserve any of this. Alright, well, let's go over and talk to Hanneman. Wherever the frick he's standing. There he is.
Well, there's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, Hanneman. Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to Felix. Oh, he's in his room. Okay. Man, I've rarely seen Felix hang out there. Still kind of neat. I do like the touch that even though a lot of these rooms are like 90% identical, you can kind of tell with some of them which room it is. Or like that, or like they have these little touches. Like, what was it? Claude's room was kind of nuts. Which room was this? Yeah, it was this one. Like, look at all these freaking books. I don't even remember like the full context for that, or like why he has so many books, but he does. I mean, I guess he spent a lot of time researching crests and stuff, but I guess that never really got developed. Or not crests, but like relics.
He'll need to excel as a leader if he's to make up for my old man's death. Though if my father could see Dimitri now, he'd be glad to have made the sacrifice. Don't you dare tell anyone I said that.
Ah, he's such a sooner. Friggin' A, Felix. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Ash and Flame. Alright, hello, choir coordinator. Let's see, how about we... Who should we do this with? Annette and Manuela?
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo. Get it? Lo.
Yeah, that's a really good point too.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle. How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Yeah. Oh, Ash is on the bridge. Okay. How much renown do I have now? Probably not like a gigantic amount. 2,900? Well, that's a decent amount to spend on a New Game Plus file. Oh yeah, Steph, I don't know if I told you, but I think I made a decision on how I'm going to handle the next couple routes when I do them. I think, yeah. Or unless I did tell you. I don't remember. Did I say it already? I said it earlier. I don't know if you were there.
But I've never actually been to Ferdiad. Do you think it'll still be cold at this time of year? I can't even imagine.
We should prepare for the cold.
You're right. It's an important battle, so let's make sure we're ready for anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna do regular Black Eagles next, but that one's not gonna be New Game Plus. So that way I'm gonna be experiencing Maddening in its raw state, and then yeah, after that I'll do Church Route, and I'll do it New Game Plus. I figure that would be a way to cap it off.
So we're turning around and heading for the kingdom capital? Ridiculous. Tell him to cease this nonsense. Isn't there a saying in Fodlan? Something about those with power knowing how to use it? If he's not careful, the goddess will send her saints to smite him. Not that I believe that.
Well, let's go ahead and... geez. Which support is that? Oh, it's a couple. Where the frick is the other one? Alright, well, we'll go ahead and go to the greenhouse. Where is it? Is it this? No. Oh, okay, there it is.
No.
Oh, 1 second, guys. So I had some late food. So I guess I have an announcement as well for the next few weeks or next few days, not next few weeks. So I might adjust my stream schedule. I might cut out that break in the middle. The main reason is I guess I gotta watch someone, or I gotta watch a dog late at night and stuff. So because of that, yeah, I gotta go there around like 9 every night or something like that. So anyway, I might make a video or something. Anyway, back on schedule. So let's go ahead and find some people to talk to. Do I not have the thing he wants? Hold on. He wants... Okay. I guess we'll go back over there. Anyway. Let's go ahead and talk to Gilbert.
This month, we will invade Ferdiad by way of the Fraldarius domain. Leave the negotiations with House Fraldarius to me. Is it tricky?
Let's give you, what is it? Gladiolus. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alright, well we have Dusker Cavalry. So, who else can I talk to right now? There's Cyril. He'll have something new to say, I'm sure. Oh boy. But I think I've been doing a pretty good job of blazing through the game this time. At the same time, I mean, I don't know. This game is still ridiculously long, but it is going by faster. Hello, Cyril.
Yeah, guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see. But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. I suppose I could see a whole horde of enemies coming and run away. That's kind of useful, at least. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Alright, sounds good. And, you know, until you get older, and then you have eyesight issues, and then, you know, this is also medieval times, so, well, I guess Hanneman has a bifocal, so, you know what, maybe glasses might be an option for you. Also, Ignos has it, so, you know what, yeah, I guess you could use glasses, but, you know, and there's blindness. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Have a nice day. Anyway, let's find, Mercedes in a net. Okay. Where the frick? So they're probably talking to each other around here? Ah, there they are.
I see. The Kingdom Capital. It's been way too long since I was there last. Oh, Professor, I didn't mean... it's not that I'm looking forward to it or anything.
You don't have to hide it.
Please don't tease me like that. It's just... when I think of us finally saving everyone in Ferdiad, it makes me a little happy. Okay, maybe a lot happy. The Kingdom Capital is under the tight control of Cornelia, who was ennobled by the Empire. Judging by what we heard from Lord Rodrigue, it sounds like she's a tyrant. But all of that ends soon. Let's get there quickly.
Oh man, Cornelia.
I agree that we should head for Ferdiad, but let's not forget our search for Lady Rhea. The soldiers from the church are going to set up a base at the Great Bridge of Murden. They'll be able to keep up the search while we head for the Kingdom Capital.
Alright. Well, also what time is it? Okay, it's only 9:22. Alright. Wow, it's only 9:22. Well, we're making good time. What chapter even is this? 18? Okay. So yeah, maybe next stream will be pretty doable. I don't know, you guys think I'll be beating the game tomorrow? That would be nice. I think I've talked to everyone? Oh wait, Gatekeeper. Yeah, I bet he's gonna say something totally new. I want to hear what he has to say. Gatekeeper, tell me your wisdom.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Ferdiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence. I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die, but I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated. Ah well, I'll go there for some leisurely sightseeing once Fodlan knows peace.
Sounds good. Oh man. Gatekeeper is always doing what he does best. Keeping the gate. Alright. Well, hello.
If you manage to take back Ferdiad, it'll make it a bit easier for us to do business. Taxes in the Fargus dukedom are ridiculously high. Makes it hard to even think about trading. That Cornelia woman. What does she use that ample tax money for anyway? From the Empire's perspective, I suppose it makes sense to squeeze the former kingdom territories for all they're worth. But if they throw those territories into total ruin, doesn't that defeat the purpose of conquering them?
Might make it harder for them to fight back? That'd be my guess.
Welcome.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and buy some of your stuff. How about a prayer ring?
Is that the one?
Yep, let's do it.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks
Wahahaha.
Is that the one? Thanks a Is that the one?
Now, is it practical to buy everything from Anna? Absolutely not. Am I doing it? Absolutely.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Oh, you just sell those indefinitely. I'm gonna stop there. Let's go ahead and also see. Do we have any more? Oh, we have a bullion right there. That's 1,000. Any other bullions? No. Wait, yes. Yes, there were. Dang it. Ha! Large bullion, let's go.
Thanks a bunch. Is
Alright, we're good.
Come back soon.
Alright, so let's go ahead and... Alright, let's just get these support combos out of the way. Let's actually start with the ones that do not involve me. Dedue, you have one with Dimitri, and that's it. Alright, let's do it.
No! You still have scars on your back. It does you no good to languish in pain. I will procure some medicine.
No, it is fine. Though they are still deep, these are from 9 years ago. They do not hurt any longer. And besides, it would be a shame if the scars I got from protecting you were to fade. I bear these scars proudly. It makes me think that it was worthwhile that someone like me survived.
To hear you say such things.
Dedue, you say that I saved you. But do you know that you also saved me that day? If I had been unable to save anyone, I would have been the sole survivor. I would have had no reason to keep living. But I saved someone. Saved you. That and that alone has always been my crutch.
When I stood before those soldiers and their swords that day, I was prepared to die. But then, you suddenly appeared, and you shielded me. I knew then that a savior's hand could reach into even the deepest darkness. I still have not been able to repay that debt.
Have you not heard a word I've said? You have saved me in countless ways. 5 years ago, I did nothing but await my execution within my jail cell. Was it not you that saved me?
That was nothing more than my duty as your vassal.
Listen, Dedue, perhaps you consider me to be someone special, but I think the same of you. You are irreplaceable, cherished. So stop saying that we cannot be friends. Stop saying such awful things.
Please, do not look at me that way. You promised me you would build a kingdom that is proud to boast of Duscar blood. In this kingdom, where there is no distinction between the people of Duscar and the people of Fodlan, will I finally, without reservation, be able to call you my friend? Will I, Dimitri?
Dedue. Yes, you will call me your friend again and again, no matter how many hardships I must endure.
I will do all I can to bring about that world as well. To be your friend is what I have always wanted.
Is that so? I am glad to hear it.
But until that time, we must allow no harm to befall you. So please call upon me when you walk alone at night. And even when you go out in the day, please tell me where you are going and whom you are meeting.
In the end, I suppose there is no fixing your overprotectiveness, is there? I suppose I can.
Oh, wow, okay. Man. Gosh. Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to... Oh, geez. Alright, so Dimitri has a new one with Mercedes. Let's listen to that.
You've been spending a lot of time at the training ground, Mercedes. As far as swordsmanship goes, you're like a whole new person.
Thank you. I have such a great time when you teach me that improving comes naturally.
It's all because of your own hard work. Compared to you,
You shouldn't be so disappointed in yourself. You're improving too. You just need to keep at it.
Well, I can hold a needle and thread without breaking anything now. That's something.
That's a big step. When we started, you couldn't even hold a pair of scissors without twisting them apart.
True.
That's funny still having the support when it's big Dimitri.
Don't bother at all. I like sewing with you. It reminds me of when I was young and my mother taught me how to sew. My mother would sit with my brother and me, and we'd all sew together. I really miss it. Even though I was barely better than you when I started. Did your mother like to sew, Dimitri?
My birth mother? From my father's accounts, she wasn't great at it either.
Oh, of course. I forgot that the Queen of Fargus passed away long ago.
Yes. I don't really remember what she was like. But I remember my stepmother, always sitting by the window sewing away.
I'm sure she would have been happy to teach you if you had asked.
She always looked so lonely when she was sewing. So unreachable. She was kind to me, yes, but when she was like that, it was hard to talk to her. I'm not certain she would have wished to teach me.
I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories.
Don't worry about it. If I don't talk about those things sometimes, I'll risk forgetting them altogether. And that would truly be a shame.
I see.
But now I'm just going on and on about myself. Why don't you tell me more about you?
More about me? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what to say.
It's hard to think of something on the spot, isn't it? You could speak of your family, I suppose.
You want to know more about my family? On that topic, I'm happy to oblige. In fact, I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah, he's fine.
To think about your past and share it every now and then. This might take a while, but would you be willing to stay and listen?
Of course. I will listen for as long as you wish.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Honestly, I don't know. Why would you say he isn't fine? That's weird.
Your Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him, but perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh, it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
About me?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest.
I don't know, I believe this entire last journey
To be funny or interesting?
suggests
That's not why I'm
otherwise.
asking. It's just that I thought I already knew you, but I'm not sure I really do. That day when we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you. So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food. I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little. But when I got to the kitchen, I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see. Well, it's a little hard to say what my favorite is. I just don't really have any strong feelings about food. That said, you're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into a sweet treat. Oh, did you know there's a famous sweet shop in the capital?
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good. They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When Father was still around, we all lived as a family in the capital. Since then, I've had them only a few times. How I'd love to taste them again.
Say, Annette, when this war is over, where will you go? I heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the academy days.
That's right. But that's not where I think I'd like to go when all of this is over. I reconnected with Father, so I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital. Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time. Right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
Oh, of course. I will keep that in mind.
Oh man. Alright, so we have Sylvain and Flame level 2. Oh boy, this one ought to be fun.
Sylvain.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord, can I assume you've figured out I'm not a monster?
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation. I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her. Like you, for instance.
Oh no!
I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
Huh? No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's move on.
FBI,
everything is
open
good
up.
between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong. Your eyes clear as diamonds.
FBI, open
I'm
up.
drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flame.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Anyway, what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one. Sheltered girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy, even for a smooth talker like myself.
Oh no. I mean, the first one wasn't actually like that, and then so, yeah. Yep. Alright, Ingrid, you can talk with Dimitri now. This one ought to be fun.
Your
This is
Highness,
also post
I've come
time
to
skip.
apologize. I mismanaged my feelings and got carried away. I've been thinking about what might have made you say the things you did. I was so caught up in the moment and in my own feelings that I didn't think of what yours might be.
No, I should be the one to apologize. I did not intend to say such things. I lashed out like a child. You were right to rebuke me. I am disgusted by my own inability to express myself. Will you allow me to explain?
Of course.
At the tragedy of Dusker, I saw countless corpses. Of course, I saw his, too. Glenn's. Ingrid, I doubt you would have been able to see him. They were unable to bring his body back, after all. He must have died an agonizing death, full of pain and regret. That is what I saw in his face. In that wasteland, there were no beautiful, proud deaths that could have been written about in heroic tales. Not one. I do not want you to die a death like that. Not even for the sake of loyalty or duty.
A king must at times order his soldiers and knights to fight and die on his behalf. Their lives must be used for the greater good. And this is something any good king understands innately. Any king who doesn't allow people to die on his behalf is too soft to rule well.
You leave me little room for argument. Have I disappointed you?
No. I chose to serve you because of how you are. As your knight, I will stand by your side and uphold your soft-hearted ideals.
What has changed, Ingrid? You were so obstinate the other day.
The other day.
I realize that I haven't been facing a very important truth. Because of you, I can finally move on. Thank you.
Oh man. Alright, so we have Dimitri and... Alright.
Why are you out and about so late, Dimitri?
Hello, Flame. I could ask you the same thing.
Me? I was feeling restless and came here to think.
I see. I'm here for the same reason.
How funny. But, are you feeling well? You look fairly pale.
It's nothing. I just have a bit of a headache.
Oh my. Headaches are quite troublesome, are they not? I am sure it will subside soon. Actually, I am quite talented when it comes to healing magic. If you will allow me, I will have you feeling better in no time.
That's kind of you, but I'm fine.
But, why not?
Are you sure you're talented in healing magic, Flame? I don't know, you're pretty good with that axe now.
This headache is something I've dealt with for a while now. Ever since my family and friends were murdered before my eyes. I must never forget that day. I must never allow their deaths to be forgotten. I feel this headache is a reminder of sorts. Of those I failed to protect. And of their murderers who still roam free.
I see. That would explain your somber demeanor. Still, I do not agree with all you are saying. I feel that if I were your father or any of your dear friends whom you lost, I would want you to let go of me eventually. I would never want someone whom I care deeply for to be pained by the loss of me for eternity. And I doubt they would want that either.
Perhaps. Unfortunately, they have left this world, so I can no longer ask their preference.
We cannot ask them directly, but we can imagine how they might have felt. You know who they were as people. As for me, if I am ever to be but a memory in your future, I want you to remember me in a way that brings you joy. I would want you to smile when you recalled me, to feel warmed by the notion that I cherished your company. I cannot imagine I am the only one who feels this way. Surely, anyone who loved another would wish only for their peace and happiness.
No.
I must apologize. I was out of line, clearly. I must get some rest now. Please do not stay up too late yourself.
Good night, Flane. And thank you.
Man, it is really interesting to me, just as far as like Dimitri's whole like. I think it's the fact that this issue of his runs so deep that it put him in that episode for a while. It's just like, I don't know, it's really interesting as opposed to like, oh, here's like my sad quirk, and then it doesn't really affect him, you know. And yeah, Flane is definitely like, that was the right thing for her to say. But yeah, let's have Dimitri and Gilbert.
Gustav, it has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission.
There is no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Dusker. You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance. Am I right?
I have no excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
If I may, Your Highness, you have changed as well.
I can't disagree.
It was my duty to protect His Majesty, your father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that, had I arrived at Dusker more swiftly...
You saved my life at Dusker. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of. I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav, even after this conflict is over. I need your strength to help rebuild the ravaged land that Fargus has become.
Please, I beg your forgiveness, but there is no place left for me in that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth, if only for your family's sake.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
What the frick? Hold up. Wait. Oh. Hello, are we back? Hello. Okay, after you told me, I went back and it said the OBS disconnected and that was reconnecting. It says attempting to reconnect. Crap. Okay. Hello? Oh, it says it's red. Why? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let me this on. Oh, it's back? Okay. Cool. Alright. Alright, well, I don't know what happened. I'm glad you guys told me. Although it tried to fix itself and then I guess it didn't work, so I don't know. Just OBS disconnected, I guess. And I had to like just restart the stream technically, so well, I guess you missed Dimitri and Gilbert's. But I guess one thing that I actually really do appreciate is I am noticing there's kind of like I want to say there are some recurring themes across a lot of their supports. Like, in general, there's a whole lot of like loss and coping and like things that generally tie in with Dimitri's themes, and Dimitri is probably the most extreme example of it. But you do see like bits of that represented in the surrounding cast as well, and I think it is really nice that it complements that way, and I think that's kind of true of Golden Deer as well. Like, that's something that I feel isn't always true in supports across these games, and I actually really appreciate that touch. And yeah, I kind of even mentioned it like in a DM with Steph before, but like, you know, you kind of see almost how their individual cultures also affect them and their personalities and stuff, because at first this group of people I wasn't as attached to as I was with the Golden Deer group, and I think part of that was because, you know, they as a group were a lot more like lighthearted and was of a culture that I probably just relate to a little bit easier. But with these guys, they're definitely a little bit more reserved, and they deal with honor and these like complex things in regards to that, and I feel that does affect them in a sense, and I think that's really nice. And maybe I'm reading too into it, but I really like that about this game.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Professor?
Alright, well, let's talk to Manuela. Except I've seen this one, so I'm gonna skip it. Okay, and what's the other one? Is it Gilbert? I think it is Gilbert. Okay, we'll go there and have that support.
Definitely.
Okay.
Hello
Oh, there he is. Okay, here we go.
Professor. Even this town, which was a ruin, has begun to recover its energy. However, acquiring supplies is still difficult. The people living here are struggling too. This conflict must be brought to an end soon.
I quite agree.
Yes. Let us seize victory together and build a new, more peaceful world. Still, I wonder what path my life should follow once we achieve our goals.
Aren't you going back to your family?
That has been my intent. But surely my daughter Annette must have her own path to follow. Perhaps she would be happier if our paths diverged. Of course, if she desires it, I will gladly return. But if she does not, I wonder if I should ask my wife to join me here. To live out our days together at the monastery. That would not be so bad a choice either. Perhaps it is the fault of last night's drink that I am indulging in such dreams of the future today.
It's boring to think about the future.
Yes. I've learned there is strength in focusing clearly on tomorrow and allowing yesterday to be done.
Hey, it's the old fishing guy. Hi there.
Old fishing guy.
A short time ago, I instructed these children in the art of fishing.
Thanks to you, we caught a really, really big fish in the river nearby.
Is that right? Be sure you share it with your families now.
We will.
That kid looked really weird. What happened to not smiling?
I did say something about that once, didn't I? I even told you to forget you ever saw me smile. But now, I would not ask that of you. Your words from when last we spoke have stayed with me. They bring to mind the king I first served. He told me not to dwell upon the dead. The dead are dead, and those who live are not bound by them. I intend to live my own life from now on.
Yep.
You have a fine smile as well. One that I could never have imagined when we first met. No matter how our titles or positions change, I hope you will always remain yourself, Professor.
Yep. Alright, well, anyway, I think that is all of these supports. So I guess we'll go ahead and do the arena, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So I already have a bunch of money, so I don't imagine, unless there's like a random paralog I have to deal with now, I think I'm probably good. Let's see. So we have Dedu over here. Of course, we're gonna use Dedu. Alright, you got this, man. Oh no! Well, I'm just gonna skip that.
Eliminated. Had to be done.
Will any of them do damage is the real question.
I'll cut a path for his hind.
Dang it. Alright, here we go.
Luck wasn't with you.
Okay, now this one could be trouble. This one could be serious trouble. Come on! There we go.
Luck wasn't with you.
Heck yeah! Way to go, Dedu! Good job, dude. Alright. So with that, yeah, I think we talked to everyone. Let's try and make some food. And then after this, yeah, we'll move on. Hello. So, yeah, let's... What supports do I have yet to make? Jeez. Wow, it's just Hanneman and Flame. God dang. Alright. Well, might as well... I think I've gotten the A support with Flame. Frick it. Defense +1.
My mother was an excellent... What? A bit of this, a bit of that. This...
Oh, I was worried. Oh, wait. Oh, it worked. Okay, sweet. Okay. Alright, let's do today's special. Yeah, I'm gonna do Bernie and Felix. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep going for it. Till I get it.
To be
Alright, there we go. Any new ones? Nope. Let's go for full menu, and that's it. Alright, well, moving on then. Oh, jeez. Did I actually... I forgot if I did this already. I might as well go and talk to her. Hello. Harvest. Okay. Let's go ahead and plant. 1, 2, 4, 5. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go to the cafeteria, see what we can make, which is probably not a lot, and then, yeah. Hello. Full menu. Okay. Yeah, we can make a number of these. Alright, so we have Ash and... Ash and Dedue. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm sorry.
This looks delicious.
Let us eat.
Alright, so let's see. Merce. Who in our group can Flame support with again? Not a lot of us. Okay. Let me check that one more time. Alright, well, I could probably do her and Manuela? Let's just build up some motivation.
This isn't you. I think it.
Okay, so we have Annette and Gilbert. So what do they already have? Hold up. Okay, so they need one more support, and then they got that taken care of. Mercedes and Cyril.
I've got...
Okay. Trying to think here. Catherine and Sedith, let's do that. Alright, we have one more to do, and that's it. Okay, well, good enough for me. Alright, so without further ado, let's end this session. Well, actually, did we do the cathedral already? I'm not sure. Hello. Okay, we already did. Oh yeah, I haven't done this in a while. Hello. One day everyone will listen to you and leave you alone. Hey, Flane.
It is my hope.
Let's see, advanced drills. Frick it, whatever. I'm just spending that point. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's move on. So let's see, how do I want to instruct? Ah, Dimitri's here this time! Finally. Well, he's already killing it with his authority, I'll say that much. Let's keep raising his horse skills. Seal movement. Okay. Doesn't sound too bad. Frick it. Let's increase his sword skills. I'm probably still going to keep you in this class, but we'll see.
Thanks.
Alright. Alright. Yep. Alright, so we have Dedue over here. Well. Still have a long way to go on this one.
I'll do what...
Hold up real quick. Let's put Dedue and where is she? Shamir. You guys are both gonna be on horse duty. Let's see. Felix. I'm not sure there's a whole lot I can do for you. Just raise your frickin' authority. dang it. You know, that's true. Just makes him depressed again. Alright, so let's see. Bernie... I mean, she already reached the class, so we could just raise her authority some more. Alright, there we go. Way to go, Bernie! She's doing a good job. So now we have Mercedes. Let's go ahead and raise your faith. Dang, man. He's gonna be hanging out with the rest of those guys who are held back. Oh gosh. Alright, so let's see. Flame? Let's raise your authority. Actually, wait, no, what am I doing? Good job, Flame.
No need.
Because we have to take her to her natural next evolution as well. What do you need for... Hold up. Axe and flying. Oh, right. Yep. You need to work on your flying skill. Somehow you have a C in that. Alright, well there we go. So let's begin training. Hold up. To do, we're getting axe and writing. Alright, what does Shamir have right now? Yeah, lance and writing. She's getting there, ever so slowly. It's Gilbert. Yeah, okay. Well, he has an A in that. So let's go ahead, give him authority and then writing. Okay. Actually, let's give you authority and then, yeah, reason. Okay. And yep, Seteth. You're just gonna do lance. Wait, no, axe, and then yep, authority. Wait, not authority. Flying. Okay. So I think we're doing pretty well, all things considered. So Sylvain. Yeah, he's doing well with that. Okay. So I think we're good. Let's begin training.
I got a question. I think I get it.
Oh, this is a Fates one. Alright. Let's go ahead and, who is this? Give flowers?
Thank you.
That's a net. Okay. Once upon a time, I was really hyped and excited for the new Fire Emblem game. I have not gone back to it ever since. And I have 2 shirts just left over from that period. Actually, I do want to give thanks to...
Very well, then.
Well, actually, I'll wait till the time comes for that. Actually, hold on. Let me check my email really quick. Let's see, was there anything today? No, it doesn't seem like it. Wonder when that'll be taken care of. Either way, say one nice thing about Fates. I like it's okay with a caveat. Paying for it separately sucked, but I prefer its root system to this game. I've said that multiple times. I prefer the root system of that game to this game. Alright? There you go. Let's go ahead and do a battle. Yep, let's do this just to grind up some money. Let's save right here. Okay. Oh dang, Chris, hey! Camilla's fans are... Yeah, I mean... I don't know if that's the word for... I mean, yes, she is, but... She's bad. But yeah, I've complained about Fates enough. Who do I want to bring? Not Dimitri. And actually, you know what? Given Dimitri's change of heart, we're bringing it back.
What's more?
But I will actually pull him out of this fight, though. Let's see. You said nice things, Chris. Yeah, Chris. Okay, should probably bench Leone for this map. Let's see. Weaker dudes. Let's do this. We need to bring out Ash, Sedith, Manuela, Eloise, Catherine, Hannah. Alright. Yeah, pretty much the entire bottom row. Actually, we should probably bring... No, you know what? I'm committing to the whole bottom row. You're going to have Annette. Cyril, you're going to have... I forgot if they had supports. Mercedes. So I guess I did bring Hanneman. Okay. Manuela's good. What are you talking about? I mean, her design maybe, but actually that's kind of the point with her. Like, Camilla is actually just insane. She's like 50 fetishes thrown together into like one character. I don't know. I don't know how best to describe her aside from that. Let's use Ingrid. Yep. So let's go ahead, change this up. Let's see. How about... Steph, I think you just have a lot of fun calling out how young he is. Okay. I don't know, I don't really care about this formation. Let's just go ahead and save. Let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna use this theme, even though I'm not a big fan of it. Alright. It's just something different.
My orders.
Alright, so Sedith, maybe you could use a gambit on these two, then that's gonna pull them back. Alright, way to go, Sedith! Heck yeah. Alright, so go there, Sedith. Gilbert? Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and use...
My turn?
Handman, you're going to take out this guy.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
Ooh. Alright, you're gonna go there, Cyril. So that guy doesn't kill you. Actually, let's go here. Trade. You're gonna equip that iron axe. That's why we have it on you. I'm gonna rally your defense.
Appreciate
it. Ready and able.
It's from Roy's game, so I got that with the Roy amiibo.
I'll crush them all.
I'd be honored.
Alright, let's see. How
There's
about,
no stopping me. Let's clean up. Fighting is what I do.
It's fine, Nut. Don't worry about it.
Just let.
Okay, let's go ahead and attack. This could be a bad turn. Let's use Thoron. And you're gonna go right here. Iron Bow. Boom.
It's my duty.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Alright, so Shamir, you're gonna be ready to back these guys up. And yeah, we got this. So Eloise, just be ready to help out, I guess. What is you? Okay, so that's a strength buff. Okay.
Too slow. I'm not a kid anymore.
Frickin' Cyril getting a crit with an iron axe. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's skip that turn.
Strength.
Okay, there we go. Alright, I should give you a different weapon, dude. Here we go. Tempest Lance.
I won't allow it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have him ready to help out.
You left me no alternative. This wouldn't.
Cyril, please. Boom.
No way I can lose here.
Actually, no, this song is not the one that goes on for a bunch of chapters. This song actually only plays in like the last 3 chapters of the game, and it's nowhere near as repetitive as the one that I think you're thinking of. It sounds vaguely similar to it though. Oh god, that one, no. Never again. The Smash Bros. Remake of that is pretty great though. But that theme is agonizing in the actual game, oh my god.
Be careful.
Like, to describe it for those of you who are not in the know of the track that he's probably thinking of, the track basically is like 25 seconds long, and it loops over and over and over and over and over again. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a really short melody, and it just keeps going. It's like, it plays in the first few maps, and it just doesn't go away for the longest time. It's like the first 6 maps or something like that. I think it's like something distant skies, I don't remember. I think Binding Blade has a pretty great soundtrack overall, but like... okay, I don't like that track, but most of the later ones I like a lot, but that one, no, I'm good.
Child's play.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna fire up the... Like, 1 second, I'm gonna change this up. Wait, hold up. Alright. Especially when I get the chance. Frick it. Alright, let's go ahead and turn the music volume down for a bit. I'm only gonna do this for like probably one turn. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna find the better version of it. Let's see. YouTube. All right. Here we go, guys. This is a preview for my Binding Blade Let's Play. And that's the whole song.
I fight for Lady Rhea. Seems I...
Alright, anyway.
On my honor as a knight. Aged.
Yes. Alright, well there we go.
I must steel myself.
Alright, I said one turn. I'm gonna stop it there before everyone actually starts going crazy. But... I know. Anyways, you guys get the gist. And this is the original version of that other track, and at least this one isn't like 30 seconds.
Ignorance is deadly. Dang it.
God dang. Alright, well, Felix.
Everyone's equally
Washed.
bad. One day.
I could play some Fire Emblem 4 music. Actually, you know what music I should play? Alright, so this is gonna be another advertisement for Fire Emblem Echoes, which is a great game. Honestly, it has probably my favorite soundtrack, although this one's proving some pretty good competition. Let's see, let's find... okay, let's go ahead and play this. Wait, actually, hold up. I need to find an extended. Yeah, there we go.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
Won't lose next time either. That is all. I can feel it in...
For now.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Problem solved.
I need to slow down.
Alright, this is the other thing I especially love about Echoes' soundtrack, is just remembering the fact that, whatever, I'll just Divine Pulse that. Alright. Let's go back to the start of that turn, because I feel I just handled a lot of things wrong here. But yeah, just remembering the fact that
My turn?
Echoes is based off an NES game, so they did a really good job, honestly, like modernizing it. Like, it still has a lot of the quirks of the original. I think that's some of its flaws, as it were, but I mean, hey, again, most of its problems are just the fact that it's a remake and it wanted to be pretty faithful, so
Guide me well.
let's go ahead.
You defeat me, left.
Okay, send that to the convoy. And Hanneman, you're gonna go right there? Oh, right, you can do that. Yeah. I'll pick a different one now. I mean, the game's new. I'm sure it'll happen. Honestly, I'm sure it'll happen. Especially with the reception that man's getting. My word. So let's look up. Alright, I'll do some Fire Emblem 4 for you. Chapter. Do that one. Heck yeah. This one's a good favorite of mine. Alright, combat arts, healing focus, yourself. There we go. Alright, so Ash, you're gonna go right here. Oh frick. What did it? oh, that's right. What happens is when I'm typing, there's some hotkeys set. Thank you for telling me. My bad. At least it's a grinding map. So when I type in to search things, I need to choose better hotkeys. Thank you for that. I was worried about that happening. Okay. Hey, Eloise!
I must stay the course.
All right. Probably wouldn't hurt to kill some monsters actually, just to get some materials for our legendary weapons. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, anyone got any specific recommendations in the chat? If you know any specific Fire Emblem tunes you may like. Let's replenish our battalions. Ah, birds. Birds everywhere. Alright, well, these guys will be catching up still. Oh, we got some archers. We have 2 archers. You're too afraid to make a joke? What do you mean? What kind of joke were you thinking of making? Oh. Oh, if you were gonna suggest Fates or something, I mean, Fates actually has a pretty good soundtrack. So, I mean, you know, I wouldn't complain. Well, I would say a Fire Emblem tune, but I mean, okay.
Let's clean up. Let's surprise them.
My orders?
So actually, I guess that's another compliment to Fates. It had a good soundtrack. Just like Awakening. God dang, Ash. That wasn't necessary.
I'll cut through.
I'll crush them all.
Guide me well.
There's no stopping me.
Won't allow it.
Let's go.
Go ahead, move you right there. Can you guys hear me? Just want to make sure. Just because I know I was messing with this stuff. Okay, I know I'm already starting to get tired of. You know, a lot of these old ones especially were very... It's a personal view. A lot of these are very short looped. I'm gonna choose... Alright, I'm gonna pick one from my favorite game. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Okay. My favorite. But yeah. I suppose I could branch it out. Yes, it is.
Ready and able.
My turn?
Back when they sort of had better instruments. I still like the instrumentation anyway. But yes, it's Path of Radiance. God dang it. Let's attack. Alright, so that's one shield down.
Thinning their numbers.
Not so fast.
Favorite Fire Emblem track.
Not so fast. Saw that.
You know, I haven't actually played Final Fantasy Tactics. I kind of want to, but I just haven't, like, I guess found a good time to, really. I've been busy with a bunch of other stuff. Still heard a lot of good things. Oh, that's right. Doesn't damage that thing's shield. Ugh. Well, one day I'll get to it. Oh, that was an unfortunate move on its part. Way to go, Felix!
Strength.
Stay down. Strength.
Alright, let's see. Gambit. Boom. It's gonna be 2 shields down.
Our plan is ready.
No way I can lose here.
Alright, way to go, Cyril! He's still not great, but hey, you know what? He's getting places. Oh wow, he must have got a crit. God dang. Alright, we'll go for that third one, but I'm not going to do any more fights aside from the actual chapter battle. Maybe if we get a paralog or something. But that's it. And the odds of us getting a paralog at this point in the game is pretty low, I think. Then again, I don't know. No. Maybe? Let's go for it. Oh, well, track finished. Alright, well, let's see. I can't put on something different. Let's see. How about... Be a good song. We should get Steph to play Path of Radiance now. It's a good game, but it is ludicrously expensive. And actually, I don't know. I mean, you like the gameplay anyway of this game, right? I feel like if you actually played one of the other ones, maybe you'd get more into it. After I beat this route. Because odds are, after I wake up, I'm probably going to be going back to this game very quick. Let's see. Let's just do this fight. Save. Here we go.
Guide me well. I'll cut through.
Hey, I got lucky and I got the game back when it came out, so I'm pretty sure it was, I think games were technically about as expensive as they are now, but like at the time I think it was probably listed for like $20 or something if I recall right. Now the thing's like you can get a new copy for like $600 or something like that, which is insane.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Honestly, $100 for a used copy of Path of Radiance is probably a steal. I'll be real with you.
Lament your weakness.
My turn?
And none of them are next to each other. I'll wait.
Ready and able.
I'll crush them all.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'd be honored.
There's no stopping me. Close one.
Child's play. Not enough. Child's play.
God, why is the music from that game so goddamn good? Like, again, as much as I hate that game, you know, this is pretty freaking hype.
It was meant to be.
Hmm.
Close one.
Okay.
I will no doubt make...
Oh. Okay. I'll roll with it.
Taking life doesn't faze me. Strength.
Let's see.
Haven't with.
Can't hold me back.
Hey, Catherine, any chance you can... Nope, okay. Why did I say Catherine? I keep confusing their names now. I do not know why. Alright. Anyway, which is unfortunate too, considering. Let's see. Do I want to go with that one? There we go. I like this one. Wait, hold on. Yep, got it. Ha! There we go. It's probably one of my favorite tracks from the game. Alright.
Fighting is what I do.
The roar of battle.
You haven't earned my pity. I fight.
Man, I feel especially empowered playing this music when I have frickin' Sasuke over here. Anyway, let's see.
You were unprepared.
Music's supposed to be playing. Is this the whole time? No, I hate my hotkeys. Yeah, it's supposed to be playing. I guess it's not loud enough for you. Okay, the whole time I've been having music going. Alright, well. God dang it. I just turned it up. Hopefully that's going. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, there you go. Can you hear it now?
In the name of justice.
Okay.
It's my duty. I could learn from that.
Alright, well, glad I know. But it's good now? I'm just making sure.
Great job.
Those freaking ninja moves. Alright.
I've gotten stronger. I knew you'd come through.
Yeah, so this is from, Fates. I. Well, this is like the battle variant, so when you have like a fight action going on. I think like the one difference between this game and the 3DS games as far as the way it executes the music going back and forth is that like I noticed the music in general is a lot more aggressive sounding in Three Houses compared to Fates and Awakening. Like basically the regular map music is probably closer to what the battle variant was in those games, and then in those games the map version was a little relaxing sounding. But I'm using this version.
Alright, next.
My favorite. Catherine? Why did I say Catherine again? I did it again. It's Shamir? Shamir and Catherine. They're two different... Catherine's the frick over here. You are... You know what? I'm gonna try something out here. We're going for it, guys. Let's do it. Did not work. Alright.
Ignorance is deadly.
Are you trying to say their stuff? Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off that music now. We're gonna change it back once we get back to the menu. Okay. Hopefully... Actually, I just had a thought. We might be going back to the calendar. Oh, geez. In which case, maybe I'll have the ability to change it back to... Alright, well... Hopefully... We'll still have some music. It's instruct automatically. Oh no. I have to turn the music back on. Alright, well, remind me to change it back to normal before I get the last kill if I ever do this again.
It went well.
The silence. I'm not used to it. It's calm before the storm.
Hopefully this proves age is but an...
Alright, options. Okay. Oh, we got some supports. That's a lot of them. Alright. With only ambience. Yeah. Okay, so we have Dedu and Shamir. Oh boy.
Dutiful as ever, Dedu.
No, I know.
What are you suggesting?
That's what I did.
You're always busy delivering messages.
You mean His Highness's orders?
Does he need you to run such trivial errands?
He should not trouble himself over them. I am honored to attend His Highness, and to represent him in all matters. Ever since he saved my life, serving him has given me reason to live.
Reason to live? Huh.
Your relationship to the Archbishop seems similar.
Not quite. I joined the Knights to repay a debt I owed Rhea. The debt's been repaid, so she's nothing more than a former employer.
Then you are not motivated by loyalty.
Not especially. I wouldn't call Rhea my reason to live.
And if a higher-paying employer comes along?
I'd consider it. That's what mercenaries do.
Then yes, we are completely different.
Everyone's different. I'm not trying to criticize your loyalty. I've seen a lot of people like you all over the world. They don't tend to last very long, though. Try not to end up like them.
Thank you for the warning.
Man, I appreciate those two, because they are the masters of small talk. Alright, so we have Felix and Sedith. I cannot remember if I had this before.
May I help you, Sedith?
Oh, right, this conversation, it's Sedith telling Felix to get friends. Right, okay. So, Ash and Mercedes, here we go.
Excuse me, Ash. Do you have a moment? I finally managed to finish cooking a dish, and I would love for you to have a taste.
Sounds good. I'd be happy to. Wow, Mercedes. This is delicious.
I used that herb you suggested. Boiling it gave off such a lovely aroma. I think I used the right amount of spice, too. Even I could eat it without burning my tongue. I'm a much better cook now, thanks to you. I hope you can continue teaching me.
Oh, definitely. I should thank you, too.
Thank me? Even after all the trouble I've caused you?
Seeing you persevere has made me really happy. In fact, you've reminded me of someone I cared about a lot.
Oh, someone you cared about? Romantically? This is all so
Dick.
sudden, Ash. I don't...
I didn't mean it that way. I was actually thinking about my brother.
What a relief. I didn't even know you had a brother.
He was the son of Lenato, my adoptive father. I always called him my brother, though. Failure never got to him. All he'd ever do is laugh and try again. Whenever I was feeling down about a setback, he would cheer me up. He'd say something like, "Don't worry, we'll tackle it together next time." I was always happy to have him around.
He sounds like a wonderful person.
He was. And I get the same feeling from you.
I've done nothing but bother you with frivolous little things. I'm sure I could never be like your brother. But I'd like to stay by your side, if you'll have me.
What do you mean?
I want to be there to help you in times of need.
Ooh.
To cheer you up when you're feeling down. I should be able to manage that without doing too much damage.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you, Mercedes. I know I can rely on you.
Ah. Alright, so we have Ash and Ingrid. Alright.
There you are, Ingrid.
It's just what happened in that support, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, he just told Felix he needs friends, you know? Alright, you know?
Whoa, hi, Ash. You seem excited. What's that you're holding?
A book I found in town. I bought it for you.
From me? Ash, this looks very costly. Antique books like this are never cheap. Wow. The cover is stunning, and the binding is still in fantastic condition.
I drove a hard bargain. Still, I'll probably have to cut back on my spending for a while.
Why did you go to so much trouble?
It wasn't easy, but as soon as I came across this legend, I knew you had to read it too.
Well then, I will read it. Oh, the knight on the cover looks striking.
Fascinating, right? I was captivated from the moment I laid eyes on the cover.
There's an aura of stoicism intermingled with beauty, even amid a gruesome battle. Wait, looking closer at the face, this knight is a woman.
Yes, and she was a real historical figure. She was born into a noble family and bore a crest, but she was accepted into the king's service as a knight. She fought in many battles at her king's side, serving him all her life as his right hand. Oh, sorry, I've said too much. I didn't mean to spoil the story for you. I'm just so excited. I hope you enjoy it too.
Thank you for the encouragement, Ash. Living as a knight is certainly not an easy task. I know it will mean much pain, strife, and heartache. But I still want to pursue that dream. Talking to you has reminded me. I'm not the type who gives up easily.
That's the Ingrid I know.
So to start, I'm going to read this book.
Great! When you're finished and freshly inspired, we'll talk about becoming knights. Not the ones in stories either. The real thing.
I look forward to it, Ash.
Ah. Alright, so now we have Ash and... okay, Gilbert.
Is something the matter? Your heart does not seem to be in your training today.
I'm sorry. Something's been bothering me.
Idle thoughts do hinder training. Tell me what bothers you.
You were sworn to protect the royal family. But when we met 5 years ago, you weren't in the kingdom capital. You were in Garreg-Mach. What could have made a great knight like you abandon his vow?
Oh boy,
that
here we go.
Is difficult to explain. You are aware of the tragedy of Duska? When the king's party was massacred 9 years ago.
I am. It affected me too. My brother was suspected of being involved in the attack. And so the church...
Forgive me. That must be a difficult memory.
Why are you apologizing? It's not your fault.
I disagree. Had I been by His Majesty's side on that day where I was sworn to be, perhaps His Majesty would not have lost his life. It all would be different.
Is that why you left Fargus?
Yes. You may laugh, but I feel I was responsible for everything.
I would never laugh at something like that. But I do think you should have seen things through to the end. Even if you had to endure dishonor for a while, you could have restored your name. I'm sorry. That was inconsiderate of me. I got carried away by how much your situation resembles my own.
You were adopted by Lord Lonato, correct? I once told you that I wish to protect one thing other than my king. And that is my family. My wife and my daughter, both of whom I left behind in the kingdom. Lord Lonato took up his sword for his son, even if that meant turning his back on the goddess. As a father, I cannot condemn Lord Lonato for raising an army. Yet, perhaps he too lost sight of what should be protected, just as I did.
I don't understand what you mean. What should Lonato have protected?
You, Ash, because you are also his son.
You're right. I think I know what I need to protect now. It's been staring me in the face all this time.
I don't know why I couldn't see it. I'm Lunato's son. His pride and his wishes are my inheritance. Those are what I should protect.
I see. Ash, you will be an excellent knight.
It's too early to say that, but I'm willing to learn if you'll teach me.
It would be my pleasure to oversee the training of a new generation.
Ah. Man. Alright, so now we have this one again. Trying to remember what the first combo was about.
Ash? Why are you standing there?
I've been thinking.
Or was that letter,
No
I
matter
think.
what I do, Lunato and my brother are never coming back.
Do you hate me?
We're back to sad boy hours.
I don't know. Maybe I do. I know you're an ally I can trust, a knight I can respect. But maybe I do.
Why don't you take a swing at me? I bet that'll make you feel better.
What?
Don't just stand there with that timid look on your face. Come at me!
I don't think that's going to help.
This isn't about avenging the dead. It's about taking revenge for yourself. It's how survivors move on. What will you do, Ash? You're welcome to stare at your feet for the rest of your life.
Wow.
Ah, that look in your eye. I like it. Come on, put your back into it.
Catherine?
Yes, Ash?
I don't know what's right anymore. I don't.
Don't be a fool. You decide for yourself what's right and what's wrong. I believe Lady Rhea is right, so I won't allow anyone to bring her harm.
What about a friend? How could you kill a friend to protect her, with no hesitation?
I couldn't. I'll never forget that day. When they took him, all I could do was stand there. I had to persuade myself, saying over and over under my breath, this is the right thing to do. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to stand there. I would have cried out. I'm still persuading myself even now. I probably will be for the rest of my life. If I let myself regret what happened, he will have died for no reason.
Catherine.
Uncertainty is weakness. Someday, Ash, you'll have to make up your mind. You know who I am. What will you do about it?
Wow. Gosh. Yeah, that's probably the angriest I've seen that boy. Man. Alright, so we have Annette and Gilbert. Yes, finally. Alright, here we go.
Hello, Father. May I have a moment?
Of course.
I read all your letters. You never stopped writing them, did you? My birthday, Mother's birthday, every possible occasion, without fail.
Yes.
So why didn't you send any of them? If you had sent even one, we would have...
Each time I thought to send one, I could not do so. Such behavior belittled my penance. Time passed, and with it my feelings of guilt toward you and your mother grew. Even though I wrote the letters, I could not send them.
I would always talk about it with Mother. If only he'd write us at least once, we'd say. We waited and waited. All those long years.
I am sorry.
I'm tired of hearing it, so just stop. Your apologies change nothing. Send those letters to Mother. She'll be happy to hear from you.
I cannot.
In that case, why don't I send them?
I have given them to you. They are yours to do with as you wish.
All right then. I'll send them. You don't get to take it back afterwards. Father, you should know that they made me happy.
Aww.
Happy?
Knowing that you were thinking of us all along. We were were worried about you, Mother and I.
I just have so many awe
Neither of us ever
reactions, but
came out and
man.
said it, but we thought maybe you hated us. We're trying to forget all about us.
Never. I swear it on his late majesty and on my homeland.
I see. All right. Then swear. Swear that someday, when this war is over, you'll come back to us.
I hear you, Annette. I will return without fail.
No matter what. That's a promise you just made. If you break it, I'll never speak to you again.
Yes, I promise.
Great. Now I'm positively elated. I can't wait until we're all a family again.
I look forward to it, Annette. More than anything.
Gilbert's a nice guy. I mean, that's the thing I do really appreciate about a lot of these supports is, like, you know, you have these characters that are getting over their conflict. Again, I still feel like Gilbert's, you know, he has his regrets, and a lot of them are just tied into totally the same event, which is, again, I still think that's really clever, I want to say. I don't know. Anyway, we have Ingrid and Catherine, which I do not remember if I've gotten this before.
Yes, that should suffice.
I must say, you've gotten good at seeing through my tricks. I can't mislead you so easily anymore.
I've made it my goal to read your aim and not give away anything through my body language.
But in hand-to-hand combat, your form needs work. On the battlefield, even if you lose your weapon, you can't ever stop fighting. Sink your teeth into their throats, kick them where it hurts. Do whatever it takes to survive.
Have you ever needed to employ such methods?
Not on the battlefield. I've never been in such a dire situation that I needed to. But at the tavern, loads of times. With a well-aimed boot, I've brought many a man to his knees. My point is, you can't hesitate to use dirty tactics. You have to grit your teeth and fight back. War isn't as pretty as it's made out to be in all those poems and songs. Sometimes, even as a knight, you have to do things that you might think are beneath you. You might even have to let innocent bystanders die. Are you prepared for that, Ingrid? Do you really want to be a knight, knowing what it entails?
I'm prepared to do whatever is requested of me, come what may. I will be a knight who loyally serves my king, just as you loyally serve Lady Rhea.
You've got me wrong. I'm loyal to the Archbishop, but only up to a point. I'd do anything in the world for Lady Rhea, except die. If she asked me to die for her, I wouldn't. Does that sound like a contradiction? Very well. That's just who I am.
You're right. It does sound like a contradiction. With all due respect, that isn't very knightly of you.
Oh,
I'm
Ingrid.
not sure I fully understand.
You will someday. Maybe not for a while, but you will. In the meantime, just don't die, okay?
I'll try my best.
Insert a dead man run or whatever you want to call that of this game. God dang. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back, guys. So just give me a second. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna bring up. Alright, well that was actually short. I'm back. Anyways, that was a teaser of a theme from Echoes. Again, you guys should play it if you guys have the ability to. I mean, that's a game that honestly I want to stream as well, but like, I feel like my best bet would be to get a 3DS capture, but those things are expensive, and I'm not sure if it's worth it. Either way, we got Sedith and Cyril.
Hello, Cyril. On a break? Just figuring out what needs doing next. Why? You need something done?
That's not a PS4 controller. That was, if I remember the art correct, I need to look at it again. I had a wireless GameCube controller thing for the Wii U. I made that a long time ago. I probably need to make a new BRB screen. So, that was a thing. But I have to check it.
Nothing like that. I was
And
hoping
also
to
that was
speak with
Majora's Mask, so.
You want to talk?
Yes. You told me that
Oh
you
wait,
were
no,
happy
I've gotten the support. Yeah, alright. Let's see. And I've gotten this support. Cool. Alright, well there we go. Oh. Catherine and Shamir, and I've gotten this one. I haven't gotten their second A support though. What?
I tried to not.
Look, you just gotta be factual with me, alright? I mean, come on. Alright, let's go ahead and do a seminar. Let's see. Dimitri. Gosh, yeah, Dimitri is gonna be really good for this. Do I want to train that though? Let's find someone else who has authority as one of their strong suits. Yeah. I don't want to learn lances though. Oh, it's me. Well, I guess that's fitting. Alright guys, get some authority.
I'll do my best with. Is this what
Let's put it to the.
Very well then.
Alright. So let's instruct manually for a bit. Okay. So let's see. So I already did Dimitri. Gosh, that's a lot of yellows. Mercedes, maybe? Let's go ahead and train this up. Way to go, Sylvain. Mercedes, I guess we'll level up. Yep, authority. Good job. Alright. So let's see. Let's level this up. Ingrid, what about you? Oh, your flying is already pretty decent. Was Sedith available? Nope. Nope, he is not. Let's go ahead and train Gilbert's horse riding skills a little bit more. Wait, wrong. I overshot it. Okay. Well, there we go. And to do is still really low on that front. Shamir, let's train your horse riding. There we go. And 2 more people. Alright. Let's increase this. Can you actually go for that? He can. Gosh, he needs a way higher brawl level. Alright. Manuela? Dang, man. Yeah, that is sad. Hey, way to go, Manuela! Boom.
What now? You're so.
Alright. Let's go ahead and begin training. Yeah, we need to buy another pizza.
Am I doing all right?
It is not guaranteed to be good, even if everyone sings earnestly. It is not easy after all.
Oh dang, day before Halloween.
Mission complete.
Growth sustained.
I'm finally grasping this.
I'm glad I'm getting. Let's put it to the test.
Oh heck yeah. Well, if I'm available. I can try. Let's see. Seminar. Let's see, who should we train up next? Yep, this seems good to me.
All that work was worth.
Flane's got an A in axes. Heck yeah. Alright. It's Mercedes' birthday. Oh, let's give her some flowers. 50,000 gold I got, though. Alright, let's actually go to the marketplace real quick. Let's sell some bullions that we probably have. Around somewhere. Yeah, there's one. Boom. There's one. Alright, well there we go. Gosh. That's an insane amount of money for this part of the game, though. I guess it's the DLC maps for you. Let's go to certifications, though. Annette, please tell me. Let's save. Certifications, please, Annette. Alright. 49%. Well, we'll go for it anyway. I need to plug in my laptop over there. Ugh. Okay, so let's go ahead and probably just head out. I don't know. Anyone else able to go for anything? Oh wow, I can attempt this. It's a very low % chance of actually passing. Alright, well he can't do that yet, obviously. Flane, how goes that? Nope, not yet. He still can't too. He can attempt this. Let's see, 85%. Let's go for it. Yeah! Way to go, dude! Frickin' Gilbert. He's a beast. Honestly, I would have had to do at this point, or in that class already at this point, if he hadn't left for a while. I'll need to buy some more Master Seals, though. Let's go to the marketplace. Item shop, buy. Oh, I can't. I guess that's Anna. Alright, well. Cool. There we go. Gilbert is our newest member of the Master Seal crew. Let's go ahead and begin the mission. Alright, reclaiming the capital. After Rodriguez's death, I think that's it. Dimitri reassesses his plan of attack. For the sake of the kingdom, he chooses to forestall an invasion of the Empire in favor of securing his own capital city of Ferdiad. Let's do it. New map. New map. Yes. Alright, here we go.
Despite their victory at the Battle of Gronder, the Kingdom Army turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead of heading south. To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel. No move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the kingdom capital.
Alright, here we go, guys. I'm so excited! Reclaiming the capital. Alright, let's do it.
Ferdiad, it has been a lifetime since I was here last.
Oh, please don't
5
tell me.
years ago, in fact. On the day before my execution, when Dedu helped me escape from prison, I killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think this is how I would return to the city of my birth after all that has happened.
You have Rodrigue to thank.
Yes. Rodrigue gave his life
That's
to show me
Rodrigue,
the way
okay.
back to this
I was
path.
right the first time.
You have risked much as well. I am glad to have you at my side. From the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Your Highness, the path to the castle has been cleared. We are making preparations to advance. Say the word, and we march.
It's time.
Yes. Let us begin. Everyone, listen well. This battle is for all that the Empire stole from us. It is a fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed. I give you but 2 commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home.
Heck yeah! Let's do it.
I thought I would see you again, little princeling. So stubborn. It must run in your family.
Cornelia, the city is overrun with insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival. If we do nothing, our army may suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please. Or are you saying you have enough soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
Dang.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace. Go on now. You are needed out there.
Of course.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
Huh. What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. And bringing that troublesome person along with him. It would have been much better if he and his sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other.
Who is it? Alright, well. Man, they really went crazy with that character design, though. Gosh. But man, alright. It's still a little weird that they didn't even, like, mention her that much, I think, in the other... Well, I guess it makes sense. Like, it was a kingdom problem. Yeah, calling it now. She's our actual main baddie, or at least I think. I mean, Edelgard is too, but... What the frick? Wait, why do you have... Why do we have Tron robots? Why are we fighting Tron robots? Okay, well, it's a new map. Super lame. Alright, let's pick our units. Let's pick the best of the crew once again. Alright, so we have Annette, Mercedes, Ingrid, Dedu, Bernie. I mean, Sylvain's our dancer, so I mean, why not? Leonie, Flane is clearly one of our best. Felix. Okay. Should have killed every last one of them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's bring Shamir. Okay, let's view the map. Alright, so Sylvain, you're gonna go in with this crew. Mercedes, you're gonna be right there. Okay. So, Shamir... Let's also pick our units. I don't think I even have my... What are my support levels? Yeah, I have one with Catherine. Okay, so that's actually already maxed out. God dang. Which would be better to bring? Felix or Catherine? Well, Catherine needs some more experience for sure. Well, I mean, maybe it'd be too similar to the one from Echoes that way. Which I wouldn't complain, but hey. And you're right. Yeah, where is the snow? Yeah, I see, like, green trees and stuff. I mean... I don't know. It's like... Alright, whatever. Maybe it's just like one of those, like, chilly climates. Like, it's not full out. Okay. Either way. You'd bring Catherine? Okay. Let's see. Okay, this way both sides will get that. Alright. Okay. This is gonna be fun. We're forced already to branch out. This is gonna be kind of scary. I'm just looking at this situation. I'm not so confident about bringing Flame now, since we have to split up here. Frick it. We're rolling with it. Let's go ahead and save. Let's also, real quick, let's try and repair some of our stuff, because we probably need to. Yep, clearly. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Heck yeah! 12 arcane crystals. Alright, Well, I'm not worried about Flame's axe breaking anymore. Or at least, you know, not being able to repair it. Let's use that. How about... Is that wood steel? Okay. I can tell from the robots. I remember them being scary before. Oh. But I probably want a tanky person for each side, maybe. Alright, Sylvain is mostly useful if I want to do a blitz tactic, and that might not actually be the answer I want to go with for this one when I look at this map. Okay. But let me zoom out. Where are the chests? I don't see chests, but okay. No! Wow, these guys really did get help from the Slither and the Dark dudes. A lot of help. Wow. What does that do? Is there another one on this side? Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy some chest keys. Let's see. Ingrid? Gosh. Okay, who's gonna be moving around the most? I'll just buy some and then I'll go ahead and figure out who gets them later. Let's get...
Is that the
1,
one?
3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? So I never have to worry about them ever again. Alright. There we go.
That's a bunch.
There should not be that many chests for the rest of the game, but hey, there we go. So Bernie, you're gonna go and trade that with the chest key. Whoops. Man, I almost used a stat item. Gilbert, let's go ahead and trade that. Okay. Yoni. Items. How about... I don't really need... I don't think, honestly, with this class. It's kind of overkill and it doesn't do that much damage. Alright, well, let's go ahead and save right about here. And... okay, well... here we go. Probably put Shamir right there. Actually, yeah, I should have... maybe that as a squad? Okay, well, that should work. Okay. Yeah, let's just do this. So let's go ahead and save. Let's do this.
The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titaness in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
Oh, so she must be... so she's someone who slithers in the dark, okay.
Catch that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital. I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins.
Alright, you know, you're better now, but still maybe tone that down a little bit, alright? Either way, let's go ahead and let's do this. Ah, this map theme. This map theme's okay.
Leave it to me.
Okay. So it looks like they can't go down the stairs, so we should probably approach
What's my
this
strategy?
a little carefully.
Let's clean up.
Gambit. Okay then.
Let's surprise them.
So that way they can't move. Alright, now on the right side, we'll probably have to have...
Crush them all.
Alright, we'll just ignore these guys on the right. Dimitri, you got this.
On to the next battle.
Alright, go here, Dimitri.
Here is something to believe in. This could turn the tides.
Nice work. I'd be honored.
Okay, Iron Bow. Let's go for it anyway. Okay. Now how best to handle this combination? Let's use that same gambit. Or not. Alright.
I'm your girl.
My orders?
What? Oh. Okay, Gilbert, use a hammer. Actually, here's an idea. Let's use that gambit. Let's go for it. Please hit. Yes. Alright, so that's gonna stun them. Keep them in place. Alright. Leone, I'm gonna want you to take out that archer. Perfect.
Make a difference.
Alright, there you go. We'll send that to the convoy. Alright, so that one mage off in the distance I think is just going to be a problem in general, but hey.
I am prepared.
We can do some things about that. That guy could be a problem. You know, I'm feeling especially confident. Let's just equip that good old Levin sword. And, boom. Meanwhile, you're gonna go right there. And Bernie, you're just gonna be ready to back them up. Alright, so meanwhile, Catherine, yeah, just provoke those two. Ow. 32% hit. Heck yeah.
Nice try.
Weak.
Ow.
Too slow.
Okay, so this is probably how we'll have to deal with this. Ash, I need to get you like a better weapon. Alright, fire.
I don't expect forgiveness.
Catherine, if you could please. Astra, let's go.
Repent from the grave. All for Lady Rhea.
Perfect. Okay, there we go.
Just like
Honestly, I might just keep her this class. She's been good from the start, basically. Let's go ahead and do that.
Thinning their numbers. Strength is all.
Truly impressive.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
Right, there we go.
It had to be done.
Let's use this gambit. That way they won't move.
Another option.
We must be prudent.
Let's just do this. He won't move that way. These guys are tough.
Plan is ready.
Wait, what the frickin... Alright, well, that's a problem and a half.
afford to lose.
We must
Please hit. Take this guy out somehow. Alright.
on my honor as a knight.
There we go.
My
And
orders?
Leone, use your gambit.
Don't underestimate us.
There we go. Let's go stun them. They won't be able to move. Then we can take care of them next turn. Okay. Right.
I do this for
Alright,
all
Bernie,
of us.
take out that Pegasus Knight.
A little scratch won't stop me. Seems like
Alright, so I guess a few things.
Ready when you are.
Let's take care of that guy.
You took me lightly.
Alright. Then we'll wall off Bernie. Yeah, we'll just wall off Bernie. Let's equip the hammer. Okay. So next, I guess you're gonna go there. Okay.
I'd be honored.
Interesting choice.
Not quite.
Okay, Mercedes, if you could please... Hold on. Let's, before we do that... Assist Physic? Okay. Yeah, Leonie's the one who really needs it. Okay. So Annette, you're gonna take out that Armor Knight.
it had to be done.
Alright. And now Leone, you're going to attack this guy, deal some damage, and then Gilbert can finish him off. Okay, the left side seems infinitely scarier than the right side, though. And the right side has that switch, whatever that does. I have a feeling it might have to do with the robots. Might. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
Bernie's unstoppable.
Let's attack you.
My duty is your death. Hopefully.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's another one of those robots on this side. I'm just not sure how well we'll perform against them at this point. So we'll see. There we go. Oh, perfect. So that means the next round, that guy's dead.
Leave it to me.
Dimitri, we could see how this goes. I am slightly terrified, but we might be able to handle it. We'll see. Let's pull out item from the convoy. Concoction, yeah. Haven't had to use one of these in a while.
Let's clean up.
Can you still use 1 damage? Okay. I mean, fair. Yeah.
I'll crush them all.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Curve shot, iron bow, nope. Silver bow. We'll go for it.
These things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
The switch. Got it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... as for you... Okay, so she has... Yeah, okay, she's definitely one of the people who slither in the dark, as it were. Also, there's this big fat area up here, which is suspicious. Feels a little weird. I mean, I guess, like, we can come around on this side, but... Okay, well, we'll find out. Okay, what are you in danger of being attacked by on that side? Oh, that's one of these things, I think. Okay, well, it's not active yet, I think. Alright, well, we'll wait and see how this plays out.
Weren't the Titaness enough for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
Good to know those are on. Whew. Dude, nice. Let's use a gambit.
You wish to help.
There's our opening.
Oh, awesome. Ash, if you could, use a curve shot, iron bow. Deadeye, iron bow. Let's do it. Frick. Let's begin the player phase and just not aggro that thing.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, it's just not aggro it. I mean, it is aggroed, but
Ready when you are.
not make it pursue us. Okay, so Bernie, could you please do some additional damage? Yeah, okay. Just have them work together for a bit.
It is done. Onward.
Steph, just let me do what I'm doing, alright? I'll figure it out.
My orders? How about a curtsy?
Okay, there we go.
I'm your girl.
My orders?
Alright. Let's go ahead and move.
What's
I mean,
my
I could go
strategy?
for it, but at the same time, yeah.
I'd be honored.
Yeah, let's just not. Just move our guys out of that range for now.
Let's clean up. I'll crush them all.
Alright.
Add your
So let's go ahead, actually, while we're in range. Let's use one fortify. Maybe overkill, but whatever. Here we go.
I'll cut a path for His Highness.
Cool. Ooh. Okay, I don't know what that... Alright, I guess that didn't accomplish anything. Good. Alright, here we go. Let's pull the lever.
That should stop the supply of magic. Now we should be able to land attacks on those things.
These strange devices and weapons. They are the Empire's? Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, definitely the Empires. Yep. Crazy, right? Yep. Nothing to do with people who like to slither in very damp places. Nope.
Still here.
Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and... that's your attack range. That's your attack range. Okay. Alright. So we should be able to do stuff to those guys now. Mercedes. Let's go ahead and heal Gilbert mostly. Alright. Let's use this gambit, which should... I can't remember if this is just gonna straight up break the shields. Let's go for it anyway. Alright, so it broke one of them, damaged the others. Yeah, this isn't gonna be worth it. I have to wait for probably Dimitri to get closer. Well then. Yeah, okay.
I'd be honored. Let's clean up.
Shamir, let's go ahead and use that gambit.
Let's try this out.
Okay.
I'll crush them all.
What's my strategy?
Or do I want to do that? Ah, frick. Alright, this is gonna be the last thing I do like this, alright? Because this is not a good way to go about this. Okay, that is a pretty substantial damage difference. I will give the game that. Woo boy. Yep, let's just wait. And then, Shamir, you're going to be ready to follow up and attack this thing. Same with you, Ash, and... Okay. Cool.
I'll crush them all.
Now, rushing in there... It's probably still a horrible idea. If we send a do that way, it might work out. But anyone else? No. Let's go ahead and move Leone right about here.
I'm your girl.
My orders?
Although, I could maybe provoke it, and then... Let's move it closer. Alright. Way to go, Dimitri! Ow. Well, I'm glad he has really high defense. Oh boy, my favorite. Okay, let's do this gambit.
I'm here for you.
Our plan is ready.
Let's go for that. Which that's fine. I wanted to also make it so that guy doesn't move. Okay. Annette, do you ever... No, you do not. Okay, well. Good news is, that guy just does not... He's not able to go through there. So, I think she's fine. I don't even know. Let's heal. You know, this probably was not worth doing that way. No! Alright, fine. You know what? Whatever. We'll still selectively bait this thing out, and I'll just take out the guy behind him instead.
For Gerald.
My orders?
Honestly, I can just feel the internal screaming intensifying. Alright, here we go.
I'm your girl.
Assist, heal.
Let's clean up.
Allow us to assist.
There's our opening.
I'd be honored.
Leave it to
Okay,
me.
so Dimitri, you're going to attack this one. Look, I'm behaving. I know. Yes, you are?
What's my strategy?
Alright. And thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and attack. Perfect. So that's Agarthium. I forgot what that's for, but hey, you know what? That's cool. Alright, to do, you're gonna come this way. And alright. Still interesting. And you'll suffer for it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... Ah, yes, the Stride Gambit. Alright, well,
Ready when you are.
let's go ahead and take out this guy.
You took me lightly.
Go ahead and move you right there. Bernie, you're going to dismount because this is your best bet. And then I guess we'll somehow take care of that. Oi. Okay, skip this turn. Alright, so what were the damages? Anything particular happen? No, they just moved around. Okay, cool. So let's begin this turn by... Gilbert, you're gonna use your gambit. Actually, no, Leonie, you're gonna use your gambit. Which should damage some of the shields. Okay. Now, you're going to use your gambit, which is going to push this guy back. There's no goddamn way to do this normally. Let's use a Deadeye on that shield. Alright, now Gilbert, you're going to use your gambit here.
The time is now.
Oh, there we go. Alright, so Annette, just start dealing some serious damage. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, she doesn't even have that equipped. Man, imagine. You know, sometimes life decisions are made. there we go. And Shamir. Yikes. Combat Arts, Curve Shot, Silver Bow. Okay, well, we'll worry about that in a little bit. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a little bit. God dang it. Well, can't wait to put to do over there, though. That's gonna help things. Gosh, I wasn't ready to fight these things yet. I didn't even think I'd ever be fighting these things again. Guess I was wrong. Bernie, you're gonna wait there. Man, you know what this needs, though? It needs more, dubstep. Alright, so... Gilbert, if you could please... I'll definitely say this. These things are really intimidating looking. Alright, Ash, I'm gonna need you to do me a solid. Just take out a bunch of its health, like all at once. Here we go. Heck yeah. Alright, so... Leone, please do that. Let's go to items. You're going to equip that. Attack. Excalibur. Here we go. Okay, you know, if I didn't get that crit, that would have killed me.
Can't afford to lose. Wait.
Alright, well, worked out. Oh no. Alright, whatever, let's just go for this. And then... boom.
All is going to plan.
Alright. Well, that's another one down. Alright, to do. I'm gonna need you to use your gambit.
Got your back.
Let's do it. Now.
Alright, and Shamir, you're gonna need to use... Oh, that's right, you can't now. Alright, well, we'll deal with it as it comes, I guess. Here we go. Alright, you know what? This is going to be worth it because only one can attack her now. Alright. Cool. Okay. I don't know. I'm having a good time. I don't know what you're talking about, Steph. Alright, you know? I'm just more annoyed at how tanky these things are, but I mean, hey. I'll deal with it as it comes. I should probably just start employing the tactic of just breaking one corner of the shield and then just everyone dogpiling on it, because that's a lot more efficient at this point. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing right here. Ingrid, let's do this.
Want some help? Let's turn the table.
Alright, let's back up.
Be careful.
Bernie, you're going to... Yep. Cool. You know what, Gilbert? Can you still... No, you cannot. Well, we're dealing with this the fun way then. What about you? You have an armor slate. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not worth it. Annette, you're going to actually. Heck yeah. Okay. Mercedes, please use Physic on Gilbert. Okay. Then Gilbert can finish off that Armor Knight. Oh, there is that mage back there, though. Ugh.
On my honor as a knight. Always.
It depends on the gambit, I think. Oh man, no crit. I was hoping for a crit. Alright, well, that'll have to do. Speaking of doing, to do... There we go. Monster Breaker. Okay. So Shamir, let's do this. Yeah, it's not really worth it at that point. Doubling is just better. Alright, Dimitri, please do this. Okay.
I won't stop here.
Way to go, dude. Okay. And with that, Catherine, you're gonna back off. Quite a bit. How about there? Yeah, okay. And then I'll be ready to go. Wait. Yeah!
I'm not dying here.
Okay. Send that to the convoy. I am finishing after this map. I'm just gonna let you guys know. This is... I've been streaming for a really long time. I'm feeling it in my eyes. Good old brave sword. Okay. I didn't even see that that guy had a brave sword. Okay, that did not hurt nearly as much as I thought it would. I was actually pretty scared of that. Okay, well,
Do whatever it takes.
Okay, Dimitri, you're going to use your javelin on that. Cool. See, now that it's one, it's a lot easier to deal with. And Shamir, please use your Monster Blast on that. Still takes a couple turns to do this. Okay, cool. Honestly, though, if you could use it more than twice, Gambits would be really overpowered. Not that they aren't overpowered technically right now, but it'd be a lot worse. So I kind of respect the decision to not do that. Okay, let's do this. Alright, Ingrid. I'm gonna need you to use a Brave Lance. Alright, that's another health bar down. And the next one's gonna be the fun one. Okay. Let's have Annette use Sagittae.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad we got a Brave Sword. Let's see. Leonie? Here we go. I see. Ash, please. Okay, well, we'll go for this. And we'll see how this turns out, I guess. Mercedes. If you can use Physic on... Yeah, I guess that'll work. That's a lot of monsters, though.
Not a child! All for Fargus.
Also, that's a Wodow. Heck yeah. Oh, I was just wondering what that sound was. I was like, what the frick? What just happened? Okay.
There was...
Okay. Dimitri? I mean, Dedu. Let's go for it. Dang it.
Let's clean up.
Alright, Catherine, please attack.
Can't hold me back. Nice work.
Alright, there we go. So now we just need to move on in. Ingrid, take this guy out.
I shall not stray. The
Perfect.
situation is dire.
Oh, wow. A damage. Yeah, Ingrid, you go back to that spot, okay? Bernie, I guess you're just gonna have to take out this person. Okay, well, good news is she can mount again up there. Alright. Let's go ahead and keep moving. Let's see. Leonie, you're gonna go there. Yeah, honestly, I think the best strat when it comes down to that is to have a bunch of people, because the other efficient way of taking care of maps like this is intentionally bringing combat arts that destroy monster shields, because they tend to take it out in one hit. Same with monster weapons. You know, these are all things... Hold up. Let's store that. I do not need that for this map. But what I do need is one of those. Okay. Oh. Right, Bernie, you're gonna go right there, okay?
Ready when you are.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and put you right here. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Gilbert, you're gonna stay there. Leonie, you're gonna go up here. Okay. You know, I see why she's there now, because having to deal with these guys... Ugh. Honestly, I feel like just going the side paths just would have been better, period. I feel going up the main path just was probably not the best idea. Actually, I'm quite curious, just for the frick of it. Hey, Dimitri! Let's just insult her real quick.
And it's done.
Okay, well there we go. You know, honestly at this point, if I had Manuela, boop, and then just take her out. That would be nice. Wow, Shamir, you need a lift. You need to lift a lot. Was lame. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go here. As opposed to this tedious nonsense. Alright, Annette, you're going to use heal. Alright. Kill every last one of them. I don't know, though. Did he really say that? What? Hey, Demetri, could you go grab that for me, please? I mean, we're probably going to be waiting anyway, so might as well. Oh, jeez. Hey, to do? Just you do your thing, I guess. Okay. I don't even know. Alright. That was random. Alright, Ingrid, take care of this person.
You took me lightly. I'm
Honestly, that would probably be great for Shamir. Whatever the frick that is. Hold on, let me check what that is. Crest of Lamine. Who the frick? Do we even... I've never heard of that crest. It's in deck. What the frick is... Alright, whatever. Well, we can try and provoke that guy into attacking. Let's go to the convoy. Store that. Let's actually give you that Silver Axe Plus that we got. Okay. Store that. Let's get that concoction. Alright. Wonder if it's because I was playing too slow. Mercedes? She has a D plus in bows. What do you need for that? Well, we could go for it, I guess. Alright. Wow, those guys really are after us. Alright. Well, rest in peace, dude. That's all I gotta say. Or not. Alright, Shamir, help me out here.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Oh. Well, that took care of that. Alright. Well, let's all move in on this guy. This guy has it coming. Let's mount and wait. Send that to the convoy. Alright, This is freaking ridiculous. Alright, oh wow, that guy's coming at us. Let's move me back. And then Dedu, you're gonna go right there. Alright. Nice. Okay.
I do this for all of us.
I don't like this situation, honestly. Oh my god. You know, this is the point where exhaustion hits and there's no return.
The Blade Breaker taught me well.
Okay, well there we go. How would you handle a one-on-one here? Decently, all things considered. How would you? Well, better, actually. Well, you're gonna go there then. Annette, you're gonna back them up. Alright. Finally. Same. Well, I hear you can get some really good stuff. I just haven't bothered. Because, like, the game already gives you, like, so many other things to begin with. And usually I just repair my usual equipment, usually. I don't know. It's nice that they give you the option, at least. That's kind of the key word with this game, really. It's really, really flexible. Probably the most flexible I've ever seen Fire Emblem. Nice! Okay, so let's go ahead and...
I'm gonna haunt you if I
So
die.
Leonie, do you have... No, you do not. Do you have a Monster Blast? No, you do not. Okay. Neither do you. We'll just take out one corner, just destroy it. So, Ingrid, go ahead. Wait, no, it should be Ash. Ash should be the one to do it, because he does the least amount of damage. Wait, wrong weapon.
I just...
Alright, Ingrid. You're gonna go here. Brave Lance. Alright, Bernie, it's your time to shine. Or you go over here and then trade. Give me that brave bow.
I'll be home again soon.
Alright, well there we go. One round. So Mercedes, I'm gonna send you down this way for sure. And Shamir, I guess you'll follow suit. I don't even know at this point. Alright, Dimitri, take out this archer.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
Alright, well cool. I'm not gonna bother. Frick it. I'm going for the boss. Ignore the robots. Well, somewhat ignore the robots. Let's move you here. Assist. Fortify. Yeah. Alright, oh dear. Alright, yeah, let's provoke this guy into coming after us. Leonie, you're gonna stand here. Bernie, stand next to Leonie. Okay. Then we can send Dimitri in and he can one-shot the boss. Alright. Well, this was a map. I'll say that much. Okay. Alright, Dimitri. Well, alright. Let's take out this boss. I mean, this enemy. And then we'll do it. So go on, Ash. Alright, so Bernie. Actually, hold up. Annette. Sagittae. Gilbert, attack. Bernie, are you able to do it? Heck yeah.
Still here. I'm gonna haunt
All right.
you if I die.
Now, Dimitri, let's just do this. Frick it. We're gonna go all the way. Let's also dismount for this. Ariad Bar. Let's go.
My, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Your Highness? You've grown awfully strong.
Oh, shameless. I bet it was you who killed my uncle and set me up. Am I right?
Too true. I'd already forgotten about all that loveliness.
I'll kill you, you monster. You will pay for all that you have done. I won't be deterred.
So this is as far as I could get.
Wow.
Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last
Oh
words,
no.
now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew.
Oh man.
How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
Wow. Wow. Well, is his stepmother still alive? Okay. Wow. Alright, well anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Oh, boy. That was a fun chapter. So I guess if the number is consistent with Golden Deer, I think we have 3 more chapters left. So probably gonna be beating the game tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah, there's not gonna be a break between this time. Okay. Alright. So yeah, that means there's 4 chapters left. Alright, but that should be doable in one stream, we'll see. But yeah. So there's not gonna be a break tomorrow. So it's gonna be a real long stream. But it's also gonna end sooner, so I guess it'll work out. But yeah, so I'll see you guys then. We'll see if I can beat this thing. And yeah, have a good night, and I'll see you later. And we're gonna go ahead and raid once again.